zombies, bro. That's what Clancy Brown says, not me. Yo, we talking about Tales from the Crypt again. We usually do. This time I had to hide the fucking Crypt Keeper behind there because he always runs his mouth.
I'm gonna fucking slit your throat with a Twinkie.
You're just getting more wild, my mate. Tales from the Crypt, dude. I got a whole fucking repertoire of videos about my personal favorite episodes. We're gonna continue on with the nostalgia-based horror anthology. This little gem, it's called Halfway Horrible. And it's when a businessman encounters voodoo. Why is that oftentimes the white man always tries to mess with the voodoo culture and they get their comeuppance? Like, dude, I will never get too heated. I will never interact with voodoo, bro. Scooby-Doo Zombie Island taught me not to fuck with that shit. So yeah, Tales from the Crypt, let's do this. What up, y'all? Welcome back to Phantom of the Indie Review. I'm your host. How do you like them apples? Ratty. We're on the journey of 4,000 subscribers by whenever the fuck we get there. So let's do it. If you see this drip right now and you're like, bro, you look like a goddess. It's like, I know that, dude. I know. So if you love Tales from the Crypt as much as me, and you want to shit talk the Crypt Keeper because I'm the OG horror host, come hang out and give me a Chevy. Or a text. I did. I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, bro, you're posting a video this quickly after the other one. Usually you take so long to post. Well, guess what? I had a rough start of the year and it's getting better. Done with the rambling. This episode is about a businessman. Suave, sophisticated, sexy as hell, played by our homeboy Clancy Brown. You know and love him from many things from the 80s and 90s. Specifically, Pet Sematary 2, when he plays the hillbilly sheriff. I think his name's like Cletus. I don't remember his name. But he's great in that movie. And dude, Clancy Brown just has a presence that is fuckable with, dude. This man is the GOAT. And he has a secret past. Yeah, he does. Let me give you a little premise. A biz exec wants to market a preservative that keeps food from spoiling forever. Maybe food's not the only thing that can be... Maybe food's not the only thing that wasn't perishable. Oh my god, dude. This is treacherous. Our boy Crypt Keeper does have a funny little line at the beginning where he says, to be or not to zombie. Wait, to zombie or not zombie? Like, bro, you ain't Shakespeare. I'ma hit you with that fake spear when I get you in that cake sphere. I'm not a rapper. I used to be one time. So yeah, Clancy Brown plays Roger Layson, who is the owner of a large chemical company who is summoned by the police to identify the body of a business associate. Identifying the corpse brings back some memories of a sinister deal made several years previously in the Brazilian rainforest. Hombre goes to the Brazilian rainforest, tries to be a little shady, manipulative, tries to colonize some fucking voodoo rituals, and let's just say he bites off more than he can chew, and he fucking murders his best friend cold-blooded. Yeah, cold-blooded with that fucking shit. With that fucking preservative he made. And you're like, that's wrong. So all this stuff comes back to haunt him. He's starting to get headaches, migraines. He's getting tormented. On the wall, there's this thing that says, I forget, I will never forgive or forget. Something like that. And all the colleagues that are associated to that incident are motherfucking getting picked off one by one. So you're like, ooh, someone's coming back for their vengeance. And Roger is going to pay the price for his single-minded greed and ambition with revenge from a colleague from beyond the grave. Like Tales from the Crypt does best. They like to bring back zombies. This time specifically, they're using voodoo. Like I said, voodoo has always spooked me. I've talked about Tales from the Crypt Ritual, the movie, on a previous video. Something about it's just so haunting, you know, when they like... The idea of zombies kind of was always outdated for me. I never really liked the George A. Romero vibe where they're just like mindless fucks trying to like suck your shit out. But these ones specifically, when it involves like rituals, medication, and like halfway death, like you're half zombie, half human, that really freaks me out more for some reason. And as we see in many psychological / supernatural vibes, Roger starts to slowly descend into madness. He's losing his mind quite a bit. Like, he's starting to get more belligerent. He's like getting like hot flashes and he's to cool himself down. He's starting to snap at people, but he has a meeting with a business exec who has so much money. He's like, yo, you see this apple right here, bro? It's been preserved for 2 years and it's still fresh as day. And the other guy's like, oh my god, that shit's gas, bro. Oh, you preserved that? I would not have believed him. I would have been like, do you have like video footage or like proof or documents that this specific apple was preserved for 2 years? But the dude's like, I believe you, bud. Oh, the apple's good. And then Clancy's like, yeah, I know that shit's good. So he's on the come up. And his little sidekick, secretary dude, business associate, is like, bro, every single one that's associated with you in the Brazilian rainforest are dying. And this is a little suspicious, man. I'm the only one that has your back. I'm the only one that fucks with you. I'm the only one that ever is gonna fuck with you. And Clancy's like, bro. Roger's like, bro, get off my back. Like, I'm tortured, dude. People are writing on my walls. I'm having headaches. I'm feeling regret. And I usually don't. Something ain't right. It's like, bro, you just start having remorse. Like, that's a normal feeling. You should probably have that. You should probably always have that. Right? But things start to get hairy, unhinged, when his partners like go find Kevin, I think his name is. He's like, all right, I'll go find Kevin. Kevin is the last resort. But he goes in and he sees injected into Kevin's neck the syringe of the XBIFR, whatever the fuck the compound is called. And he's like swelling and pussing at his face. It's pretty brutal, pretty graphic, pretty disturbing. And he's like, oh my god. And this just sends Roger over the top. So he goes back to the associate. He's like, are you messing with me, bro? Are you the one secretly behind all this? Because you know all these people are getting picked off. You know about my Brazilian past. You know that I'm a fucking man about my word. I'm strong. I'm badass. And in a fit of rage, he belligerently beats him to death. He like fucking face palms him off the desk. Kills him. Dead. And then you're like, oh man, this dude's going to prison for about 20 years. But you think that's worth, sometimes things are worse than prison. When you hear, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. And he looks over and it's his best friend, Alex, zombified. And he's like, remember me, bud? Killed me back in the Brazilian rainforest, bub. With your stupid chemical shit. And we were supposed to be partners and best friends, and you fucking stuck that shit in me and left me to rot. He's like, I was fucking left alone without a soul for 6 years. Imagine being trapped in the Brazilian rainforest and like wherever you are for 6 years by yourself. That's tormenting. And he's like, I've had a lot of time to think about my revenge. And Alex looks creepy, dude. He's all like zombified and shit. And Clancy's like, bro, I'm stronger. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger type shit. He's like, I'm better than you in every facet of the word, and that's on mommy. I'm paraphrasing here. Clearly they're not speaking the way I am. They're not saying they're not saying it how I'm saying it, obviously. And Clancy and Roger is like, dude, takes a fucking, I don't know where he gets his axe or like this machete. It was just in the office, and he like fucking guts him. He's like, dude, you may be a zombie, but I'm smarter than you, dude. I'm bigger dick than you. I'm a better vibe than you. I get better recommendations. Chops off man's head. Kills him. He's like, very anticlimactic, very different. And you're like, okay, well, Alex tried. He really wanted to, make his comeuppance. He wanted to really get comeuppance on Roger, and he just couldn't do it. So you're like, Roger is a powerhouse. This man should be on Shark Tank sitting next to Mark Cuban because he got that sophistication. And right when you think all is well, Roger's still kind of unraveling. We get a brief little cameo from our man, Cheech Marin. He's like, he's like a doctor, a psychologist of sorts, and Roger's like, I need your help, bro. So Cheech Marin helps him through it, and he decides that he is going to take and inject himself with this medication because it will help break the curse. He's like, I can't really remember exactly how. He's like, I am one half of this curse that fucking my homeboy put on me, so if I inject myself, I'll be like immortal. And you're like, that's kind of cool, dude. But all in all, it's a pretty fun episode. It does what a lot of Tales from the Crypt episodes does, where it kind of starts off very boring, upper class, like, it's like you start watching it, it's always fancy settings, like a really rich dude that has no like moral compass and is so mundane it hurts. But that's what makes it impactful and effective, because you're like, as the eerie supernatural stuff starts to unfold, it makes it more believable, because you're like, this guy has no expectations of what horror and harm is. And I feel like this episode does a great job at unfolding that. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have you seen this episode? It's not the best, but it definitely wasn't the worst. It was fun. Comment down below what Tales from the Crypt episode you want to see next. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe. Give me a thumber. Hit that ding-ling button harassing you, telling you, hey, it's me, I'm here. And I'm going to say it one time for the one time and two time for the O's. Give me a hell yeah for horror. We got some bangers coming. They see me rolling. They're hating. Patrolling, just trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Oh, I'm filming?
No free lunch, buddy.